Hey, welcome to day 88 of my spiritual journal with me, with your soul sister, Iona. You'll see I don't have my spiritual journal. I actually do, probably. No, I don't actually. Don't have my spiritual journal today. However, if you are not new to the Soul Legacy TV, I've just got a notification that I've gone live. It's day 88. It is Environmental Freedom Thursday in my world on the SoulLegacyTV, where I talk about spiritual business success without doing busy work, without being broke, and without experiencing burnout as we live an intentional life as a light worker. So in this spiritual journal with me daily vlog, what I usually do every single day is talk about one area of your light work and lifestyle, and having harmony and balance and freedom in that. And so today is spiritual freedom. No, it's not. It's Environmental Freedom Thursday. Now, what is the reason why I haven't got my journal with me? I still invite you to journal though, even though I haven't got my journal, and I haven't done my journaling practice today, I will say. However, I've lived like physically, but I've lived it. And so Environmental Freedom Thursday is one of the 7 freedoms, what I call for intentional living. And I use an acronym in my spiritual journal every single day. And the acronym is Cheers to Financial Freedom Frequency, emitting the frequency that I want to experience on my vision board, on my spiritual vision board. And if you have not seen my spiritual vision board, I invite you to click around in the cards or in the description or in the comments, and join me in my spiritual vision board challenge. I usually do it annually on the second week in December at 7:30 p.m. UK time, all week, right? All of the 7 freedoms. So the acronym stands for contribution freedom, health freedom. Contribution freedom is on a Monday. I go live every single day. Health freedom, emotional freedom, environmental freedom, which is today, Thursday. I usually have my green top on, but I was on my VIP day today, just living it up with some amazing people. And then Relationship Freedom Friday, which I'm going to be ready and all set for Relationship Freedom Friday. Talking about relationships that I've manifested and relationships in general, and then spiritual freedom, and then financial freedom on Sundays. So for environmental freedom, there was a book that I usually read. I usually read a book every single day on the spiritual, on the SoulLegacyTV and the spiritual journal with me. And today's book is Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life by Bob Proctor. And so in it, Bob Proctor is interviewed actually, and he basically says when you change your view of the world, when you change the model of the world, and usually your paradigm has been created by somebody else, meaning the impact that somebody else has had on you, the teaching, the environmental, the influence, where you were born, who you were brought up with, all the things actually shapes your life, and that's how your life kind of goes. So when we think of our environment, what I'd love you to think of is the environment that you grew up in. What was it like? And the environment that you are in now, what is that like? So instead of doing my spiritual journal, I kind of just want to speak to you. Like, I was like, oh, this is going to be super short, and it will, but I've just thought of a couple of things. So the environment that I was working in today is my home office. And what I was doing is gifting a VIP day. So every single day I journal on the SoulLegacyTV. I'm talking about spiritual journal with me for these 7 freedoms, and I say, you know, this is for you on the SoulLegacyTV, but it's also for students, right? And so like I really got a glimpse of that vision that I had to be in this environment on the YouTube channel, but also to be in my Soul Legacy Academy and for my students. So when I was on the VIP day, which is a follow-up, a gift from my masterclass, which I talk about on Contribution Freedom Monday, it really really serving, showing up, speaking out, and serving deep. And so part of me showing up, speaking out, and serving deep is working online with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of light workers who want to be spiritual biz YouTubers and soul guided influencers. That was my vision. So when, like, having the paradigm of that in my mind for years before it's actually beginning to manifest, which throughout the years, the snippets and the different things, but today I really got a glimpse of that, because I was serving and I was saying, you know, I've got you. Whether you invest with me or not. And I really wanted to come from that space. And I really appreciate the people that were on, my soul sisters that were on the masterclass. Two were co-authors who've been super patient with me through this journey of stepping back from environments that I didn't feel resonated anymore, Facebook, and coming in and learning YouTube, being so patient and so loving and so kind. So first of all, I want to say that thank you, because I took time out. I built a community on Facebook, thought it was the thing, and I'm like, it's absolutely not the thing. So it felt like, or it looked like to others, that it was an epic fail. It felt like the right thing to do, and I know it was the right thing to do. However, I kind of just stepped back from the environment that I was in. And so two of the people that I was on the VIP day were co-authors, really excited about the journey, where we are now. And then two people, which you'll know who you are if you watch this, and one is new to me in my world, like on a daily basis, just really connecting soul to soul. And another, I know she will be in my world on a regular basis, who watched my masterclass, like 5 hours and 40 minutes of it, and I didn't even know she was watching, because she was in the software in the room and my assistant wasn't in there taking care of the comments, and I thought that she was at first, so I didn't see her, but she watched and she messaged me, and she's got the, and then she came on that. And when I was explaining what I do, because it's a lot, and I'm like, I've got you, like every day I'm live on the SoulLegacyTV. I'm not showing up in my green t-shirt today, talking through the spiritual journaling practice that I usually do. However, I want to model that when life happens, when you're serving in a deep way. You know, it's up to you what you do, because it's not, this is our business, it's our process. And you know, I always say, you know, do the thing, show up, speak out and serve deep, but also be flexible in the thing, have fun with the thing. So it was a 4-hour group VIP day, the first one that I've done in this format. I put it together this morning. I've done all the things before, but I literally was like, what do I actually really want to cover? And so I put that together this morning, which turned out beautifully. I wouldn't be able to give everybody as much time as what I gave today, but it was beautiful. And that's what I did before last year with my co-author enrollment calls. I was just like, how do I want to serve? And I always get the answer. So the book, Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life, has literally been a book that I absolutely love. And so I really am appreciative of the late Bob Proctor, and I really know that books do change lives. And that's what I'm teaching, to write your own book, right? And to get out there, to your own author and authority platform. Excuse me, but I didn't actually understand at the time of my whole spiritual awakening, my spiritual ascension, spiritual alchemy. I didn't really understand the magnitude of my calling. And today, to show up for another 5 hours and 40 minutes, it's just the time, and have people with me, and to be able to serve that deeply is like, wow. The environment, so the environment that I'm in my home now. I'm sitting on my sofa. I was up in my office, and it's just like, wow, just reaching people all over the world, just having conversations. Like, oh, it's just beautiful. So instead of getting dressed and going in my green t-shirt, I was just chilling. I got something else to eat and I chilled out in my daughter's bedroom because I don't have a TV in my living room like she does. And I just watched a Netflix film movie thing with Viola Davis and Oprah Winfrey. Oprah's interviewing Viola Davis. I don't know Viola, she's done a lot of movies and stuff. I kind of really watch a lot of movies. At one point, I've got more into it now. But the interview, which is what I teach, do your book, get interviewed, right? And she's part of Oprah's book club. Finding Me is her book. I've just put it on my wish list for Audible. I just got an Audible credit. Excuse me. So when I get my next one, that'll be the book that I listen to. Not for my daily lives, just because I want to listen to it. And kid you not, the story that she told, or she's telling and expressing, I was like, it just, yeah, I just am blown away. The environment that she grew up in was violent, abuse, just, she talked about a rat's infestation that would, she'd have to hold her ears so you couldn't hear the rats anymore, and the rats would be on her dolls and, you know, biting her, clawing her stuff and jumping on her. And Oprah Winfrey said, I always talk about being poor when I grew up, but you were poor. Like, and she knew it. And, you know, there was so much in her story. There's so much in everybody's story. And she wrote her book in the pandemic. There's lots of people that were doing lots of things, but there were some people writing books in the pandemic. And one of my soul sisters, our soul sister, was writing her book in the pandemic, and it touched me so deeply, and I had to share that I was watching this with her, and she's now sat watching it. She's in the UK as well. She's now sat watching it. It's like, books change lives. It's just absolutely incredible, and that's the whole conversation that I'd had today. Excuse me. I was in an environment where navigating the online space and learning about the online space and learning how to speak the language of YouTube, how to speak the language of the SEO, how to be in an environment and show up, speak out and serve deed, and do it in a way where I believe it's set to change the industry. It's set to change and shift the online space, the way that the money is in the list. I don't know who first said it. I don't know why they felt the need to say it, but the money's in transformation. And with the Soul Legacy TV, that is it. In living it, breathing it, eating it, sleeping it for as long as I have, I'm like, wow. So Viola Davis was saying that as she's gone to be a massive success and been nominated for all of these awards and stood on stages, that still there was something that felt like it was missing. And I can honestly say that things are not missing. Like, bring my dude, like, so I can get married. Do you know what I mean? Fair enough. But it's not missing. I don't have to. She said that she never stopped running. Her feet stopped moving, but she never stopped running. From she was being chased, home, racism, all the things. And she always felt like she was still running. One of the things that I was teaching today is to build your spiritual business, contribute, have your finances, but have everything else in between. Have your health, have your emotions, your environment, your relationships, your spirituality, not just your financial freedom, your contribution as well, and having everything else in between. So that we're not chasing and chasing and chasing after what? And so I'm literally like laid here with my feet put up, like I could be all up in here. Probably can't even hardly see me, but I literally was on serving today. And when Viola Davis said that, I was like, wow, like I don't even know what that feels like. I don't get it. I literally don't get it. And I know that my journey has brought me here for intentional living, to live with more intention, set intentions, that kind of thing, for the intentional living course. That's why I call it intentional living. And I've been living this way for, I believe it's 3 years. It might even be 4. I can't see it being 4. It might be 4 because I came back online April 2019. It might be 4. It's 4 then. It's 4 now. It's the end of June. It didn't completely start then, but 4 years of intentional living with intentions, setting intentions. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So the environment that you live in, that you're brought up in, matters. I've been talking about going through the process of my environment changing, and supporting family, and possibly going through the foster carer role, and that blowing me away, because I have always wanted to do that. And I wanted to do that living in my barn conversion. I'm not in my barn conversion yet. But I set this vision, and you just don't know how the vision is going to unfold. But that's a shift in environment for a child, or for children, where, whether you're born and you're raised, it matters. It matters. It really does matter. It has a massive impact. And it's just beautiful to watch people grow, that's what I will say. And my daughter said to me, I love you for, I don't understand how you always get people motivated. I was telling her about the VIP day, telling her about stuff today, and she said, you always get people motivated. And I go, that's because I call them out on it. Like, I'm going to call them out. I'm going to call them out hard. And then, after I've called them out and I call myself out, then I'm going to see a bigger, brighter, better future, for you and for me. And my daughter said, I love you for that. I love you for that. And I'm like, wow, where Viola Davis had said, when she got to wherever it was that she thought that was going to be all singing, all dancing, like God singing, like the universe opening up, and this would be a triumphant whatever. And it wasn't that. And hearing my daughter, I love you for that. That's it. And I'm like, my work here is done. Like, I'm on track. Because that's my legacy. On the Soul Legacy TV, I talk about launching, leading, and leaving your soul legacy, and doing it with ease, grace, and flow. And it's in that ease, grace, and flow that I show up without my journal, on the spiritual journal with me, without my green t-shirt and its environmental freedom, without talking too much. Talk about the vision, talk about your values and your vibration. So how are you feeling today? What's your rating for today? My environmental freedom rating is definitely an 11. I was doing a little bit of the housekeeping today. Like, I got a pile of clothes over there that need putting away, and some from the washing machine's out. But it's an 11. It feels really good. Doesn't feel perfect, but it feels really good. To be in the environment, and I've got beautiful flowers on the table. They are absolutely gorgeous. I can't reach over and show you them because I've probably tipped them over. But they just light up the environment. Those are just really nice. When I went outside today just to empty the bins, do the chores, I was speaking to the neighbour, and it's just really nice. Oh, and I got letters delivered today in my environment, in my home, that were not even my letters. And in the middle of my VIP day, when I had like a 20-minute break, I went, knocked on the next door neighbour's door, excuse me, and gave them back their letters. I'm like, really? But they are the neighbours that she said, I haven't seen you for ages. And they were the neighbours where when I got the phone call to say that my son had made his transition, my mum couldn't understand what I was saying. So she said, go and get the neighbour, go get the neighbour. And so, yeah, we've been here 10 years in this environment. I believe it's time to set the stage to move on, but I'm grateful. I'm super, super grateful. So yeah, let me know what your environmental freedom rating is. If you don't know what I mean, we rate how high vibe you feel, how high vibe you feel, how in alignment you feel with your guidance, soul guidance. 1 being a meh, 11 being a I'm in flow, baby. It's quite late here, so I didn't bother getting changed because I'm just going to get changed ready for bed. Watch a program called Love Island in the UK. Oh, there's Love Island everywhere, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Don't often watch TV, but when that season's on, me and my daughter watch it. Don't know if she'll be home tonight, but I'm going to watch it anyway. I'm just going to chill out. It's twice in this week where I've been in that environment in front of the camera for 5 hours and 40 minutes. This time I had like a 20-minute break. Excuse me. But it's just beautiful. I set the vision in my mind, and for me it was already done. So it's just beautiful. Today is Heart Chakra Healing Thursdays in Robin Knott's world for the Energy Healing TV as our lead soul guided instructor, Energy Healing TV and podcast, the host of and founder of the Energy Healing School online. And the environment that Robin lives in the States, I live in the UK, but the environment that we've been able to co-create on YouTube and in our online teaching platform, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So Robin talks about the chakras and aligning the chakras, the 7 main chakras of the spine, but she calls them the 7 energies, which I love. So the energy today is around the heart chakra. I feel my tummy with energy moving. Yeah, that it's the heart chakra. So my ring for the heart chakra, fully wide open, is heart chakra. So T, no H. Oh, I think I did it wrong on the thing. Is it heart? It's heart, right, Robin? H C E T equals 11. I'm sorry, Robin, for butchering it. So heart chakra energy Thursdays. And so yeah, so Robin helps us with a energy healing lifestyle and being the best you. So each of the chakras, the root through to the crown, Robin's named them the best you. It's helping you be the best you. And she lists them. I know that the root, beliefs, self-esteem. I'm not going to try and name the rest. Sorry, Robin. Yeah, but yeah, it's new. What's the E anyway? Robin will sort you out with clearing any energy, thoughts, beliefs, feelings, change your paradigm, change your life. The book by Bob Proctor basically is talking about that. Change the way that you think, change the way that you feel internally, in your environment, your paradigm is going to change. So you're focusing on building your spiritual business in a way that looks super successful, and it's building a list. I invite you to stop it and go out there and build a legacy. That is it from me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you find value. Bit of a short one, bit of a like, yeah, here I am. Here I am. Yeah, all the things. Come to the masterclass, Spiritual Biz YouTubers Masterclass. Join me. Like this video. Probably not going to share it out, are you, really? I wouldn't. But click the notifications button for me. I'm going live every Thursday talking about Environmental Freedom Thursdays. I will be back at my usual time tomorrow, which is Relationship Freedom Fridays, which is absolutely one of my favourite days, or if not the favourite day. And I can't believe it comes round so quickly. So I did my masterclass live on Monday, which is the last Monday of the month. And then Thursday, I was like, okay, I'm just going to do the VIP day. And I've set them up for next month. But I bet it's going to go by super, super quick. Super, super quick. So I love you, and I shall speak to you soon. Take care. Mwah.